Welcome back to our Dream in the Woods. Today's video, I'm actually gonna try to get a log up on the sawmill. It's been, seems like forever since I've milled anything, so time to get to it. Utilities are in, it's winter. The cover's almost done. I still have a few battens to put up, but it's a rainy day. We had about 8 inches of snow on Saturday. Now it's Tuesday. Raining like crazy. Supposed to get like 1.5 inches of rain today, but I'm undercover, so very nice to have this, and should be able to mill no problem. So let's get to it. I'm gonna be using these logs to mill up first. This is the load of Doug fir that I bought last winter, and when I moved the logs over here, I cut them into 2 lengths. They were 36 footers, and so these are just over 22 feet, 22.3, 23.6, somewhere in there. So they max out the sawmill. I'm hoping to get all of my main beams, the center beams, the 6 by 10 by 22 out of this stack of logs. So some of them look a little light on the ends, but we'll see how we do. The short logs are just over 10 feet, and those will be 2 by 6s, 3 by 6s for the barn project. So lots of great lumber in those pieces. So sometimes just getting it up on the sawmill is a chore, but that went fairly smoothly. You can see this mark here, that's where the saw blade ends. So that's right on the mark, so I should be able to cut through with the bandsaw. Relatively straight log. It does bow up on this end down here, just a hair. But when I'm leveling out the logs, I just need to bring it up about 1/2 inch to have it even. It's a little bit oblong. So this one is about 14.5. And so I will try to get my 6 by 10 tall there. I bought this little plastic measuring device in the fabric section where people sew. It's 6 inches exactly wide, and then I go down to the 10. You can kind of see where my thumb is there, so that's what I'm looking at for getting my 6 by 10 out of it, just like that. So there should be plenty of room. Given the log is straight enough for that. So, and there's no defects and scars and pitch pockets and all those things can go wrong. So flip this log over, and I have the saw blade set at, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of dark in here now, but a little over 11 inches. And so with that, I'll make that first cut and then drop it down to 10, and maybe if there is a 1-inch board in there, we'll take it out. But definitely want to cut my 10 inches is what I'm looking for. So anyway, whittling away at it. Cut that log down to 11, little bit more than 11 inches, and then cut a slab of 1 inch here. So looks like that definitely will make, I'm looking for 1x6, so I should be able to get a good board out of that. Not sure if I'll be able to do full length, but works out nice. So now I have 10-inch wide, and then I'll need to cut that down to 6 inches off of the other two sides. So that's the plan. Should be able to get my 6x10 by 22 out of this. So see that I still have a gap there, so that is not flush enough. So a little better, but not quite. This is the third cut. It's the critical one to square it up, and so you want to make sure that that's nice and tight against this stop here, because this is 90 degrees square to the log bunk, which is then parallel to the saw blade. So this is a crucial step, and so you want that to be the same on both sides, nice and tight. So worth your time playing with that. So when I'm cutting these, so I need to cut this down to 6 inches right here. This is center of pith, so I'm going to try to center that pith in my 6 inches. So it'll be 3 inches on that side, 3 inches on that side, and then I'll try to do that from both sides. I'm not going to be able to get two 6x10s. It's way too skinny to do a 12-inch piece, so I'm only going to get one out, but I want to center that pith in this one post. So that's my thought process, is that I'll draw that out to cut down to within 3 inches of center of pith there. All right, so that worked out good. Cut a 2-inch slab off of the top of that, and basically just a little tiny bit of wane there, but not enough to even complain about. And so now we'll do the last flip on this log and bring it down. Doesn't look like this is going to be quite center of pith because that's 6 inches, so that's not going to be perfect. Maybe I'll just go take a quick peek at that, determine if I want to take a little bit more off. So anyway, coming along. This stack here is leftover 1x10s, and then the leftover 3-inch material for the batten. I didn't want to stack that in the lumber racks in the rain. One, I didn't want to get wet, and then I didn't want the lumber to get wet, so I just stacked it here. It's a bit of a pain to work around, but it's doable. I wish I had a whole indoor place or covered place to store everything, but I don't, so get by with what I have. But going good. Raining like crazy. Just a rainy day. So I just made the final cuts here. So we have a 6 by 10, so that's 10 inches by 6. And then I had pre-planned that out, so I kind of started this as my reference mark, went up 2 inches plus the saw blade width, and then up another inch. So I was able to get a 2-inch piece and a 1-inch piece out of that. So I'll peel those off, and the timber's done, 6 by 10 by 22. It looks good. And then I'll have two 2-inch pieces and two 1-inch pieces, and so I just need to edge those down to 6 inches and then to cut them to length depending on what I need for my cut list. So doing good, raining like crazy. So that's the first of my first cuts of the edging. So there's 4 boards here, 2 inches and 2 1-inch material. So basically got all the wane out of this side, then I'll flip them 180 and then cut them down to 6 inches, because that's what my cut list is looking for, is 2 by 6s and 1 by 6s. So yeah, this log will be in the books after I get that done. So beam looks pretty beefy sitting there. It's heavy, definitely. I don't think I want to lift that, so I'll just lift it with the skid steer. 2x6s. Could definitely have gotten 2x8s out of that, but I'm not looking for 2x8s. And then 1x6s, two of those. That one has a little bit of wane on one side, but I'll cut what I need out of that. And then of course the big beam there. Not super happy with the center pith on this side. On the far side it's centered pretty much perfectly. So I will have to make a better effort there, I think. Just hard when the pith isn't in the center of the tree, so you have to adjust for that. And I'm off on this one, at least an inch, inch and a half. So I still think it'll be a plenty strong post. That's number 4. I need 14, so keep on going. Well, the sawmill cover is just paying dividends right now. Just raining the whole day today and no problem. In fact, with my headphones on, I kind of forget that it's even raining until I put some slab wood in the rack and I'm like, oh yeah, it's pouring out here. So just cool to have this going. Next up on the agenda is just be milling log by log, keep going, and then hopefully put some electricity and some lights up so we can, it's getting dark about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So man, if I could just work till 8, 8:39, twice, double my day. So we'll see about that. Anyway, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you with the next video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll catch you with the next video.